Have you ever asked yourself how progressive music is really born? How some artists use strange time signatures, unusual rhythms, and unconventional structures, yet still create music that feels deep, timeless, and meaningful? How can music that seems to break all the rules still sound natural, coherent, and alive? And more importantly, how does an artist even reach that level of intuition? The answer doesn't come from memorizing theory, and it doesn't come from copying others. To understand this, we need to change the way we think about music. We need to go deeper. Before anything else, there are a few fundamental questions you must ask yourself. Why do notes exist next to each other? How do I choose the next note? And how many notes do I actually need? If you can answer these questions with awareness instead of rules, you can use music like a magician, not to show technique, not to impress, but to build a world the listener can step into and for a moment forget everything outside. So let's explore these questions together. First, why do we place notes next to each other? The goal is not to follow a scale. The goal is not to obey theory. The real purpose is to describe a space, a mood, an inner state. Music is a language, but not a language made to explain things. It's a language made to be felt. And the core of musical language is repetition. Repetition of sound, repetition of emphasis, repetition of intention. When a note or an idea returns, the listener begins to recognize meaning, just like in a conversation. Meaning is created when intention comes back again and again. Notes don't sit next to each other because they are correct. They sit next to each other because they are shaping a space. Now let's move to the second question. How do you find the next note? This is where many people get lost. In music, we don't have infinite emotions. We have 12 fundamental feelings, and these feelings don't live inside individual notes. They exist in the distance between two notes. Pick any note. Now pair it with the other 12. Each pair creates a unique emotional color, a specific tension, a specific sensation. And here's the important part. These sensations are universal. They behave the same way no matter which note you start from. As a composer or musician, your job is not to ask what is correct. Your job is to ask, what do I want the listener to feel? For example, imagine choosing the note D. When D is paired with F, the feeling becomes dark, sad, and melancholic. When F moves to G, a sense of restlessness appears, something unresolved, something uneasy. So when we hear D, F, and G together, the music is telling us a story. It's saying, you are inside a melancholic space, but something within this sadness is not at peace. Something is still searching. This is where music becomes narration, not through words, but through emotion. And now we reach the final question, the most important one. How many notes should you use? The answer is simple. Be honest with your emotions. Don't be afraid to express what is truly inside you. Your music doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need to be crowded. It doesn't need to be right. It just needs to be real. Describe every part of your inner story with sound, like coloring a mental image. Sometimes one note is enough, sometimes two. Sometimes a cluster of sounds that exists only to transmit feeling, not logic. When your intention is emotional truth, music will show you the way. And finally, if you truly want to understand this path more deeply, I recommend watching the videos on this channel in order, not to learn rules, but to discover the magic that already exists within you. Listen differently, play honestly,